did.
Let's go. Why don't we go to another late game? Why don't I go to 60 minutes? Strap on in. It'll be a fine old time.
I think that it has been one of the more interesting like early stages here on the road to TI where almost all of the games have followed a similar pattern. And if this is any indication, we're going to keep on seeing that. But is the Invoker going to be able to make the space needed?
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, it's all good questions, to be honest. I see a lot of the reasons why they don't like the Aurora lineup, but I also see the chance to snowball is there. You know, if you start connecting on kills, I think we've all been in that game before, where you just feel like a god on Disruptor because your team's ahead, so you're just running around the map, glimpsing people, and then Dawnbreaker just comes in and chunks somebody. You get a little Fissure into some Bedlam. Like, they have a lot of early game damage. Now, there are a couple of walls, I agree. This Medusa, this Underlord. But I worry that there could be a run-over potential here.
Definitely a possibility and something we're going to have to watch out for. The other thing that's kind of interesting is that, like, if you do gate into a fight as Noob, there might be some potential just to glimpse him away. And that is, like, it's a weird one to think about, but it might be one of the most high-impact glimpses that you could get is just to glimpse away the Underlord, because then there's no auras there.
Yeah, and he has to, like, come back again. Like, I'll be there.
GH and Mira battling it out. Sunstrike. Oh, Mira! You didn't anticipate that one. Maybe he did. He probably did. Okay, no need for a lane. We're just, we're doing it.
Nice.
Oh, he's so good! No, he's dead.
Well, that's a bonus kill, so 345 plus the cost of the branch. It's a little expensive.
True. That's a big play by Mira there. That's what you want to see. Okay, so not a huge problem, but does mean that Mira's actually probably going to get towards boots really quickly. What's coming out on the courier for her? It's the full boots, yeah. So this lane became a lot harder now.
Yes, much better when you're the range support versus the melee support. It's nice to have boots, right? You're just gonna get the better trades over and over again.
Meantime, Panto taking some punches from Omar. And Ghost already.
Keep in mind, that's 250 HP, folks. So I know the bar looks full, but when the mana's gone, it's a bad time.
I mean, that's not good. Their lanes are in a little bit of an awkward spot. At the very least, there's going to be 3 creeps coming underneath for them. But GH is going to have to really do some babysitting here. In the mid lane, Kiyotaka 7-4 versus the 6-3. So Sumail still having an okay time, but is going to be getting those range creeps denied out by Kiyotaka.
Isn't it crazy that you can win a TI with a guy and he'll still kind of flame your Invoker on the panel?
Oh, yeah.
That's rough.
I mean, it's just the way of it.
There's just no loyalty.
Punches. Ghost needs to back out. Mira there too. Managed to survive, still held on to that Mango. GH still chasing onto Mira. Find a little bit of retribution for that earlier kill. Sunstrike, not gonna be able to find it. Maybe could have waited for the snowball to come in, but...
Oh, Mira just coming in there for that deny.
Yeah.
Just believing here that there's no way he's gonna get punished for this. Single digit last hits. Oh, another deny right in the face.
59 base damage.
Oh, don't stop looking.
Versus 60.
It's hurting.
Yeah, that is super frustrating to deal with. Now maybe a battle over here to the side. Oh, GH gets inside. Okay. Now
right,
Mira.
let's see. There's another sun. Oh, there's no mana. He doesn't have mana for a Sunstrike to help.
Yeah, has to snowball over to the creeps. So they will manage to get it. Ghost feeling a little bit shook here in game number 3.
Is he still at 8 last hits?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Nothing good.
It's been like a minute.
I know. On this creep wave is meeting underneath the tower here too, so he's not getting any of those either.
Well, I'm not a carry player, but I don't think that's very good.
Medusa, at the end of the day, probably not going to be providing a ton of like early rotations anyways, but definitely doesn't feel great when that's what's going down. Omar moving over to help ensure that there is no easy bottle play for Kiyotaka.
Look at this value from GH. Block the camp and get the ward gold. but it's going to cost his carry.
Rooted, has stick charges. Not enough.
Ward is down. Carry play with the ward is down, don't worry. I got this covered.
Mira, Sunstrike going to land. Sumail getting involved in that kill.
That's really the most important thing. Is that we actually saw this when we watched all of No One's games on the Invoker. Consistently, the Sunstrikes were helpful, but he wasn't getting the kills. And you want that gold boost on this Invoker because, if anything, it feels almost more important now that you're going Helm instead of Midas. Since it's a little bit less than the boost and more about just like getting up fast and moving on the map.
Opportunity here to mess with Nightfall a bit. Forcing out the jump away.
Noob crushing it up here. I mean, we haven't really talked about it, but he is dominating. In terms of the last hits, he's 10 up on the Void, and he's a beefy boy already. So they're going to be looking towards him. And, I mean, you're a bit of an Underlord gamer.
A little bit, yeah.
I've seen you enjoy him. How are you feeling this game about the Underlord overall?
I mean, it's pretty hype. I wouldn't mind. I mean, I know the panel was talking about like auras and stuff. If they are finding that there's some trouble, like, you know, getting things done around the map, I feel like Atos is pretty cool.
I do love a good Atos game on the Underlord. I'm not gonna lie. I've also been seeing the Helm Underlord too.
Yeah,
that's been coming out. So.
I think I like the Atos even more when you're playing against the Faceless Void too, because you know he's going Helm.
And he's trying to time it too as well. Like when he wants to do his backtrack, you can really mess him up.
But we'll see.
Yep.
Particularly with Sunstrike in hand, maybe that could be their answer to try and make stuff happen around the map. And of course, Omar going to be the one on this Bane to set things up. For my money, this has been a series a lot about Bane so far.
Supports in general, really, yeah. I've been doing extremely well today.
GH shards him down to the low ground. And that means 6-minute rune. They glimpse back Omar. Not able to make any Nightmares plays happen, but just goes for the brain sap and the walk away.
Yeah, the cold sap saving him from the combos. Oh, they're going in. Okay.
Snowball through. Nightmare onto one. The decision is maybe go for a kill here onto Panto. Now they go back in, another Bramble use, but Sumail gets the last touch onto the Disruptor. Can't quite find the connection with the shards there, but this is almost Helm done at 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, really good pressure coming in to help out there, and even going to find that ward. Good work by Omar.
And the plus side is because they've brought so many people mid, Ghost has actually been like a little bit free down bottom, where at least he's not worried about getting dove and killed yet.
Yeah, there's not enough damage from Toronto to have to worry about it, so it's very, very helpful right now. Has the Falcon Blade too, as the supports make their way up top towards Noob. And yeah, just no real concerns here on the side of Nigma, as they're just gonna double back for the Shrine. Mira's gonna do the same.
Perfectly good.
Dance with some wheels of cheese.
There you go. That's the wheels you were looking for.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think it is, but 1/6. So I think that was the rest of the cheese. Turns out it's Bane who's got them.
GH hunting around behind the tower, trying to mess with Kiyotaka. There is that pretty deep ward that's on this other side as Ghost spams out the wave. Mira is over here. And Bramble connects, TP's in, wanting to save. And they get it. He's rooted on GH, and now they get the shards blocking in. Oh, and they find Mira off to the side. So Toronto Tokyo is going to die. And now looking immediately towards Mira, find that kill. They also are going to leave on Noobs. That way he can get back to base in time. But Sumail, he's the one that takes the punish for this.
Yeah, bit of a cost, unfortunately. But yeah, the confidence, Noob, like, you guys got it. I'll get out of here. But yeah, losing your Invoker, little unfortunate. Kind of evens things out there, especially when the Shaker, you know, he is on a mission. He needs to get to that Blink Dagger. That's when his game kind of turns online, and that's when he can really help enable Toronto Tokyo. Start making some plays across the map together. Likewise, the levels on Mira are very important, and that is something they are really lacking. Currently just at level 4, and that was with a Shrine.
Noob trying to walk this one off. He's going to get glimpsed back in by Panto.
And the Fisher.
TP's away, not going to happen. Throws out another one of Q's and backs away. Noob still living for a long time, but eventually is going to die.
And best case scenario goes to Kiyotaka. Get that Blink online.
I mean, the fact that he is actually going for the Blink instead of the Atos tells me they are just going to be going for that group up play, which feels strong.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, pipe time indeed. As GH does find Kiyotaka. He's back here hunting. Trying to set up, but like, I don't know, 1200 HP, even with a Sunstrike. It's going to need everything else to hit pretty well.
I think this is just going to be a death. Not really any other way to handle this. Can make a little bit of extra space, a snowball, a walk away, but Kiyotaka eventually finds that kill. More gold injected into the Earthshaker.
Yeah, that was a bit of an odd one there. I mean, Sumail takes the time to go into their part of the jungle and steal a camp. Also gonna run into Panto, but can't connect on a cold snap there and into a stall. Maybe could have been something.
They're trying to instead collapse onto Sumail, and Kiyotaka right on top.
They have Fisher Glimpse.
Tornado, Sumail in some trouble, but they're gonna bring in more of the stomp and able to walk away from the Dawn ulti. Disarm back onto 2. Noob trying to buy some space for his Invoker, and they get the Nightmare from the low ground. Panto is off to the side, wants to keep Kiyotaka alive. It is not going to Echo! Oh, Sumail's gone! They did get the kill onto Sumail, but it will cost them a couple more here. Well, maybe not with Dawnbreaker coming in. GH wanted to help out, but ended up bringing Sumail to his death.
All of that for a 2-for-1 here. It does go the way of the Radiant.
Oh, yeah.
And it will slow down that blink a little bit more. And it wasn't even a gold victory for even the 2 dead heroes, so everyone's getting a little bit richer after that one. I don't know if he dies either way, even if, if there's no snowball in, so I don't think GH necessarily resulted in his death.
No.
Yeah, but it was funny.
It's a good thing to see every now and then. Just show them who's the real boss. It's poor players.
These modern-day Invokers, they got a real army, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You got your Helm, your Forest Spirits. In this case, he's got some Skeletons. It's an Earthshaker's dream right now.
Noah Underlord ulti for another 30. GH keeps on walking around this area and might get glimpsed back again by the Disruptor. He spotted a creep getting blown up by the Shaker. But Omar level 6.
Yeah, both supports on the Radiant with their ultis. Meanwhile, Panto close to 6, Mira just into level 5, and the push begins again. These Helm Invokers, tower just melting.
Sumail gets the last hit, and Kiyotaka, with these last 2 creeps, is going to get the Blink Dagger done. Also moving in and taking out that ward.
Omar counting to 4, gonna glimpse him back, or no? Nope, they don't like it. Too dangerous in the Invoker nearby.
Yeah, understandable. Sumail ends up denying his own creep. A few more denies in their face.
All right, so the thing about smoking up here with the Blink Dagger, again, there is no Bedlam for Mira, but there is a Static Storm.
And Omar does only have 2 points up in the Nightmare.
Oh, we're not smoking, Gabe.
Oh, yeah. There's the big echo. Big bang, bang, bang. Although on the other side, Nightfall is going to get punished. The Croaker. Where's the sun? The silence? He doesn't end up getting it off. Omar now brain sap to try and stay alive. He's able to walk it off for a moment, but only a moment. And now Toronto Tokyo going to back away. A few more hits. He's disarmed, but still alive. Just barely surviving there.
Wait.
Sunstrike not going to connect.
No, not quite.
I don't know. Did he miss the Tendrils of the Deep, or what happened there?
I don't know, yeah.
Maybe it was still on cooldown from an earlier fight, or trying to pressure. It must have been.
Surely.
Regardless, it does result in the Nightfall kill. Ghost picking that one up. So a good injection of gold for this Medusa. Gives her a slight lead over the top of the Faceless Void, who is going Maelstrom after Helm. So no looking towards the defusal, at least yet.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think Helm Defusal sounds a little wild to start. Got to get some farm going here. 2 farming items, really, I suppose.
Yeah.
And no other surprises either in terms of our itemization. We're going to have that early Aghanim Scepter for the Dawnbreaker. We're going Kaya after the Blink on the Shaker. It's pretty much all exactly we would want to hope for here, I think, if you're fans of the teams. Stack Storm's back up at 9 as they're getting close here.
I mean, this is the other thing that's really nice about this for Invoker is like just sending out the creeps to farm for him so he doesn't have to show on wave. Although now, Nightfall, maybe getting an inkling that this is happening, is going to jump away.
I mean, they have no detection, though.
Oh, and they're going for the Wisdom, too. GH is going to get it. So that will be double Wisdom Shrine for Nigma. And just about to complete that pipe.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get anything here either. Like, GH is going to escape down. They might spot where Ghost is, but I mean, there's still a tier 1 tower, and they're just on the wave, so yeah.
All things going into the favor right now of Nigma Galaxy. They're working on an Aghanim Scepter soon for the Dawnbreaker, and as they take down this tier 1 tower down bottom, Aurora maybe in a slightly better position in terms of being comfortable fighting is kind of mitigated now by that pipe being done.
This is Nigma's time to shine, though, right? It's nighttime. So this is where the Bane wants to start roaming around and setting up these nightmare plays into the Underlord with the Fiend's Gate. Like that's the plan. Plus Sunstrike, like they have a lot of good global potential, and you use your superior night vision to just run around and make plays.
So the tower starts to fall. Toronto Tokyo.
Yeah, he is the dream target, right? Like this ward is going to spot him in a second here if he keeps going.
Take over the Watcher. They know that he was there. And then the ping and the walk away.
Yeah, if they're able to grab Toronto Tokyo, they don't have to worry about this Dawnbreaker coming into whoever else they try and go on. But controlling a lot of space up top, and the side of Aurora just saying, whatever.
Oh, that's super interesting. Noob is going for the Aghanims. So will summon a Pit of Malice around each of the portals when he drops that down. So more like global control potential.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. Like it's going to double up the Cataclysm, right? Because they have the Invoker.
Right.
That's a pretty good idea. I like it. Combined with the Bane just running around and starting stuff. Just more likely you're going to be connecting on that Aghanim's play later. Also just annoying for Void.
Well, Manta done on the side of Medusa, and Maelstrom done for the Faceless Void. So the big carries get bigger. Ward dropped down. This is going to scout GH moving over here. He does not have a sentry. Mira feels safe because GH was on a ward. Little does she know, Noob is right there. Sunstrike finishes the job. So was watching GH, and a big old Underlord just walked right into her.
And at this point now we've got Kiyotaka at like level 12. He already has the Kaya looking towards that BKB, and no real opportunities. They've just played it very passively. They are not trying to hunt with this at all on the Blink Dagger. They're just saying, we're going to wait and try and respond to whatever play Nigma goes for since we have this Dawnbreaker. That looks to be the plan here. Also, partially maybe because it is nighttime, they recognize they're a little bit of a disadvantage because of that.
Well, that's the part that's weird, right? Like, you would imagine that Kiyotaka would also want to try and maybe find some couple of kills here and there if he can, but there's no easy place to go to bring people down, and well, Nightfall just loses another creep. There's just nothing happening on the map for Aurora. They're chilling.
I'd say they're occupying pretty much the same amount of space as Nigma, though. So
that's true.
We're kind of just... It's a classic Game 3 elimination is what it is. Nobody wants to make the first move, make a big mistake. They don't want to create a really lopsided economy at this point in the game. So we all have this idea of like, my hero was picked to have these items.
Yep.
And when I have those items, I'll play the game.
On the side of Nigma, not really attempting to bully a ton yet with the Invoker, although they are running in now.
All right.
They know if they go, though, it's going to be an instant responsive Toronto Tokyo, who does have Aghanim Scepter now. Kiyotaka standing strong in the mid lane. Noob. Second component of the Aghanim Scepter done now.
Eggs watch. Special report segment.
I am worried about Aurora a bit, though, because I think this timing from Medusa does not feel like Faceless Void is going to have the items he needs to sort of stop it. Ghost is almost at Butterfly.
Yeah, there is a deuce in this game. That's true. I feel like he's just kind of doing his thing. As the time goes on, that gap is going to start to widen between Medusa and Void and Medusa and Shaker. And here we go.
Omar.
Casting spells. You're dead.
Jump in and kill the Bane. What can they get out of this?
What would you do for a Klondike bar, Lyrical?
Not a lot right now, if I'm going to be honest. They are pretty yummy, I guess, actually.
All right, well, what would you do to
Disruptor?
defend your Bane? Apparently nothing, and nothing to avenge his life either. Yeah, this is...
Disruptor.
He does not have a ward, by the way.
The weirdest gank ever. Just to mess with Ghost farming pattern, and well, now it kind of ends up working because they showed up for a fight here. What a bizarre play that ended up working perfectly. Now Mira trying to get away from GH, who's finishing off the Dark Willow, but Panto is there and will eventually be brought down. That was really weird, but kind of awesome.
Well,
that
I was
ward.
trying to look around. I was like, I mean, there's a Dawn, but like, would that be enough?
They're trying to kill me!
Dude, he's the best lines, I'm telling you. Oh, this hero. A glorious one to play. And, you know, for a lot of this tournament, the most picked.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, this could be, I mean, this is the reveal of the Underlord's eggs.
Yeah, they could actually just jump this if they want as soon as it expires. Do they decide to go? Sunstrike off the mark. Oh, if they knew which way they went, that would have been huge.
That could have been a triple TP cancel.
Yeah.
If Panto had TP.
Fortunately for them, they'll have to settle for the one kill onto the Disruptor. That is...
Hit him with the, what Weathermancery is this? Which Panto?
That's right.
A few more voice lines, please.
He did get the shard.
Oh, okay. Worthy of his death, then.
Trying to set up now onto the Dark Willow with the Bane.
I mean, the Lotus is... Oh, no, it's gone. Never mind.
Not gonna get him.
Ghost will pick up Nigmas. Puts him up to 17 in a bit as he moves on.
I mean, that's the thing that's weird, right? Like, that play by the Disruptor stops the Medusa from getting, like, into the fight. But likewise, she is still farming, and that is a Butterfly done now at 21 minutes. And in terms of damage that they're throwing into it, like, I don't think they have enough damage to kill her. We'll see how it goes, though, and how Nigma want to play it, because, you know, maybe they get pulled apart and suddenly everybody else is dead besides Medusa.
That is the way that we've seen most teams deal with Medusa this tournament. Every time I'm watching a Medusa game, it's just people running around the Medusa, ignoring her completely, because it's just not worth it most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, it is just the fact of it. Of course, those have been a lot of offlane Deuces, too, so a little hard to ignore if you've got a lot more damage.
Let's see there. Still some win rates.
All right.
And the group up will commence.
There's the smoke. They see Mira. It's the only person they're aware of right now.
A slow, steady beatdown of the buildings. They're going to try and wrap around. They do spot Kiyotaka here, and hello, how are you? Kiyotaka now gripped. The Dawnbreaker ultimate comes in, looking for a punch.
Oh.
There it is. Pretty huge Echo Slam, but not enough damage yet. And Kiyotaka right-clicked to death. They also catch Mira off to the side. Won't be able to do anything else after the fact. So Kiyotaka dead for a Bane.
We have some massive AoEs this game. Between, like, we got Firestorms, Pit of Malices, we got Invoker spells, we got Chronospheres, Echo Slams. It's just circles all over the place. And you can see it kind of in that fight, it starts to break down because of the way they're like denying out certain parts of the space. And despite getting off that Echo Slam and like trading for the Bane, the rest of the teammates just can't even get in there. Pretty much the worst way for that fight to start for the side of Aurora.
Nightfall working his way towards the BKB and does have queued up afterwards the Manta
And probably an MKB, one would assume, after with that +3 going in there.
Yeah, I think so. Jumps in, good tornado. In the midst of him jumping,
Oh, nice
nightmare to dodge, and then back out.
Holy.
That was sick.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the concerns that were raised,
Oh,
right?
high five. Come on, Sumail. What do you... There we go.
I think Fear was mentioning, like, what is the damage in this chrono?
Yeah.
You know? Willow's a really awkward one ever since they made it so you can't just chuck your lovely little bedlam onto your friends. BKB nearly done for Nightfall, so by the time he has another chrono, that'll be up. But like I would think Nigma are going to go Roche pretty soon. Knowing there's no chrono, seems like a pretty good opportunity to me. They could maybe smoke in first. And it's Omar starting it up. And Dire don't have any... I mean, they have some vision, it looks like, but for the most part, I don't really know what's going on. Nigma are going up, though. I thought they would go to the east.
Kiyotaka shows again. And will manage to get some separation, but Noob is there.
Oh, what positioning?
Drop down the Static Storm, trying to get their Earthshaker out of the fight. Mira, not going to be long for this world, so they don't commit a ton, but they do use the Earthshaker BKB to get him out of there alive.
Noob is really trying to flex how tanky he is and the lack of damage right now on the side of Aurora. He is just throwing these ultis into the middle of where he thinks they could all be, and they're forced to like throw a Static Storm down, but he's got a pipe he can pop if he needs to. Doesn't really need to.
He's also got that invading force, like damage reduction flat, 10%, which actually I think doubles up when he goes through Fiend's Gate, if I'm not mistaken.
That's
pretty
right.
nice.
And easy Roche. Time it when it flips back to night. Do it on this part of the map that they have better control over.
I mean, here's the thing. We've seen a lot of games at this stage be very even.
Yeah.
And then go until late, go until late, go until late.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say about this one is you have a Medusa, a great sieging hero, and an Aegis.
Right. Or, you know, the hero who had 1,800 last hits yesterday?
That's true.
You know? So
that's the other way it goes.
Sieging one way, also defending forever the other way.
It's a question of which one we will see. Omar still on the hunt. Has some great vision in the night. Toronto Tokyo able to get away from harm. But that's going to be a tier 2.
They're just trying to find someone alone. It will be Noob if they go one way, but they went to the other. So they're just going to end up pushing this way, maybe. Radiant Scan doesn't connect on the close Panto.
And they're just going lane to lane.
They're just dropping deep wards here from Mira.
Yeah, they feel like they have to find something else because they cannot walk into this formation.
Panto. Look at GH zoom.
Panto brought down Sumail. The last touch on the Sunstrike.
That's a crazy Static Storm.
And is going to be a full Aghanim Scepter done for Invoker. On top of the drums, BKB Helm. Chrono is there. You've got some damage, but it really feels like they have not been able to activate Kiyotaka in this game almost at all. Damage done by the Earthshaker has been pretty middling. Even though it might still be the most of anybody on the team, to be honest.
Right?
That's the problem, really.
I think prioritization-wise, it's probably Omar they need to get first in these fights because they're trying to set up for good chronos, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So trying to get rid of the Bane would be ideal. At least Tusk doesn't really have any good answers to Chrono.
Oh, Panto. They get the Nightmare on one, Grip on the other. They do manage to break it, though, with the Shaker. Now Noob runs in, says, come deal with me. And they will manage to, well, start to hit the tier 3 tower. Ghost saying, you don't have what it takes to fight me right now.
No, they do not have the stones. I'll tell you that much.
Alacrity keeps on hitting, has Manta ready, punches it out. Tier 3 tower dead. What is the solution right now for Aurora? It's been game after game of pushing it late, trying to defend as long as possible. And right now,
I'm coming.
There is nothing they can do to stand up against this.
All right, well, I mean, Omar is lurking back there, is holding a great healing Lotus, so nice and tanky, and your buildings are gone, and he's going to take the wave, too. He doesn't even care. He says, buildings are dead, I still want the gold.
Moves on in, finds Nightfall's creep, gives away a little bit more gold, and I mean, you can hit creeps as much as you want on Aurora. Eventually, they're going to hit buildings.
This will be the saddest way to resign a game to your own fate. It feels like they have made 0 moves.
Yes, there hasn't been anything that... Oh, nice man to dodge there by Ghost. They're trying to stop this pressure. It's not a big gold lead, but there is no damage to deal with Medusa. They got to keep farming. They got to do something. Aegis, another minute left on it. And in that minute, how much damage will be done to these buildings? Potentially another set of racks. They find the backline. No, Nightfall. Not like this. It's the new Nightfall. BKB into death. As Mira in trouble. Gonna get right-clicked down. Ghost on top of Toronto Tokyo. There is no buyback on this Faceless Void.
Farming for what?
Absolutely eviscerated. And on the other side, it is a damn good day to be a Nigma Galaxy fan, as they are well on their way to qualifying to TI if they can close this out.
You're making them nervous.
I am.
Let
There's
it simmer
no
a little
way
bit.
they could throw this game. None at all.
I mean, this is just a march down lanes. It's really that simple. They've got the Dusa. She got farmed. And Ghost is piloting her straight down the lanes to the high ground, and Aurora have done nothing. They tried the wraparound play, and it failed miserably. They've got one more shot at it, really.
At least till Mega creeps.
I mean, they can't handle Megas.
No, they can't at all.
So they gotta go for a play.
Something has to happen here. But it's like trying to beat a brick wall down with your hands.
Have you tried that?
Not anymore. 16-11, and now a Daedalus done for Ghost. Yeah, you can see the damage done. I mean, it's what you would expect. It's not even a ton done by Nigma.
Courier scouting being attempted by Toronto Tokyo. They're trying everything right now to figure out what's happening.
Cut waves whenever possible. Fissure block the wave. There's a catapult there, though. Does end up dying.
Okay, we're smoked up on Faceless Void.
Ghost standing tall, unafraid, out front. The taunts, they keep coming. Apparently, they're not too concerned. But can they stop this pressure? They jump in. They go all in. They want this kill on Medusa. Do they have enough left in the tank? A great terrorize, but the Cataclysm turnaround.
Oh, nice
Ghost
jump.
is low. He's very low, but isn't enough damage. No! He's back up to full in the snowball save.
Oh,
Get out of here. There's nothing left for you. They drop down to Toronto Tokyo. They've eaten through his entire mana pool a second time. He actually can't get ulti off. Wait, have they actually done it? He jumps away. No! Ghost manages to find the kill onto Nightfall. Ghost survives. Ghost is too big. He's your own inevitability looking at you. As 3 are gone with no buyback. Aurora, nowhere left to go. Only Ghost survives in their dreams.
It was so close.
GG is called for the first time. Nigma, they are going to be going to TI as an org. It's been forever for a lot of these players, but they're finally doing it.
Top 8 secured, and many fans just finally letting out a deep, deep breath that they've been holding in for the past 3 games.